Now I'm starting with a rib roast, and this is actually called the small end rib roast. It's about 5.5 pounds, and I try to get ones with as little fat as possible. Some of the ones you'll see have like marble fat throughout, but I try to get the ones with as least fat inside as possible. The first thing that I'm going to do is remove all of this layer of fat here from my roast. Now this rib roast did have the bone still on it, and what I did was I just cut them off and I removed them, and I can actually cook this separately. And here I have my roasting pan, which I lined with foil, and my rack that I placed on top and just greased it with just a little bit of paper towel, with a little bit of olive oil on a paper towel, just so that the meat doesn't stick. And then I'm just going to place my meat on top. And I'm also going to place this little rack of ribs on top as well. Here, I've actually rinsed and dried this parsley earlier. So I'm just going to rough chop it, and I just want to have about a cup of fresh chopped parsley. Now the next thing that I want is about 1.5 tablespoons of fresh thyme. And fresh thyme usually comes like this on the stalk, and to take it off you can just pull backwards on the stem, because you don't want this hard stem in there, and then just pull the top off like that. But you want all of the little leaves like that. And once you have all of your thyme off the stalks, you can just give it a rough chop just to make it small and tiny pieces like this. Then you can just place it in the bowl with the parsley. Now next you can add about 3/4 of a tablespoon of the ground rosemary. And to this I'm going to add just about 1.5 tablespoons of pre-chopped garlic. And you can usually find this in the produce section of your local grocery store. And then I'm also going to add extra virgin olive oil. And now I'm just going to mix this until everything is thoroughly combined. The first thing I want to do is add a little bit of garlic salt just to both this rib meat and the ribs itself. And I'm just going to use my hand and just kind of rub it in to the meat like this. And I want to do that on all sides of this rib roast. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use a Grey Poupon Country Dijon mustard. And the reason why this is a Country Dijon, it just has the mustard seeds in it like this. And I'm going to use about 1/4 cup, and I'm just going to spread it on the top side and the sides of the rib roast here. Once I have the Dijon spread all over my rib roast, then I'm going to take the herb mixture and just spread it on, and I'm going to just press it into my roast like this. And we want to make sure to kind of get the tops and the sides if possible, just to get all of this mixture on it like this. Okay, and once our herb mixture is on our rib roast, it's ready to go into the oven. But now I still have the rack of ribs back here. and I'm going to do a little bit of an experiment. What I want to do is just add a little bit of this Mayploy sweet chili sauce. And although I've never done this before, I'm sure it'll be delicious. So I'm just going to spread that on just like this and see what that comes out to be. So I'll spread that on, and then I'm just going to go ahead and place this in the oven. And after about an hour and 45 minutes, you just want to remove it from the oven and let it sit for about 10 minutes. And then you can go ahead and slice it thin just like that. Enjoy!